There are celebrities who become famous, and then there are celebrities who become a moment. Lindsay Lohan wasn't just a star, she was the face of an era. The early 2000s don't exist without her. But her story isn't just about fame. It's about what happens when childhood success collides with adult pressure, when the world watches you grow up and fall apart in real time. This is the story of Lindsay Lohan's come up, her meteoric rise, her very public collapse, and her unexpected comeback. Lindsay Lohan didn't stumble into fame, she earned it early. She started modeling as a toddler, appearing in commercials before she could fully understand what fame even meant. But it quickly became clear, she wasn't just cute. She had range. Then came the parent trap. At just 11 years old, Lindsay played two characters, Hallie and Annie, with completely different accents, personalities, and emotional arcs. And she nailed it. Hollywood took notice. Here was a child actor who wasn't wooden or rehearsed. She felt natural, charismatic, funny, emotional. Disney saw gold, and they weren't wrong. After The Parent Trap, Lindsay became Disney's go-to leading lady. She starred in Freaky Friday, holding her own opposite Jamie Lee Curtis. She was hilarious, expressive, and emotionally believable. Then came Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, a cult favorite that cemented her as the teen girl of the moment. But Lindsay wasn't just acting. She sang. She played guitar. She recorded albums. She was marketed as a full-package star actress, pop girl, role model. And for a while, it worked. In 2004, Lindsay starred in Mean Girls. This wasn't just a hit movie. It was a cultural reset. The film became endlessly quotable, timeless, sharp, self-aware, and Lindsay's performance as Cady Heron was the perfect balance of innocence and edge. She wasn't trying too hard. She wasn't overacting. She anchored the chaos around her. To this day, Mean Girls defines an entire generation. At just 18 years old, Lindsay Lohan was untouchable. Here's the thing people forget. Lindsay didn't flop when she grew up. She thrived. Films like Herbie, Fully Loaded, A Prairie Home Companion, and Bobby showed she could transition into adult roles. She wasn't stuck as a child star. But behind the scenes, something was changing. Lindsay came of age in the most unforgiving celebrity era imaginable. This was the peak of tabloid culture, paparazzi harassment, public shaming, no mental health conversations, no social media control. Every mistake became a headline. And unlike today's stars, Lindsay didn't have PR filters, curated feeds, or supportive fandom culture. She had cameras in her face every night. She was followed, mocked, analyzed, and judged for simply existing. And she was very, very young. By the mid-2000s, the narrative around Lindsay had shifted. Instead of praising her talent, the media focused on her body, her partying, her friendships, her mistakes. She became a punchline. Legal troubles followed. Missed shoots, court appearances, rehab stints. The industry that built her began to abandon her. And the public watched not with concern, but with fascination. We weren't asking, is she okay? We were asking, what did she do this time? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Lindsay Lohan was punished for the same behavior male celebrities were praised for. Partying? Struggling? Acting out? Men were called rock stars. Women were called train wrecks. Lindsay became a cautionary tale not because she failed, but because the world needed one. Eventually, Hollywood stopped calling. Projects fell apart. Insurance issues arose. Trust disappeared. Lindsay wasn't just losing roles, she was losing her identity. When fame defines you from childhood, who are you when it's gone? For years, Lindsay drifted. She lived abroad. She stepped away. She disappeared from the spotlight. And for a long time, people assumed her story was over. What many didn't see was the work happening behind the scenes. Lindsay wasn't chasing relevance. She was trying to survive. She rebuilt her life away from Hollywood. She found stability outside the chaos. No viral apology tours. No forced redemption arc. Just distance. Silence. Growth. Then, slowly, Lindsay returned. Not as a tabloid spectacle, but as herself. Netflix films like Falling for Christmas reintroduced her to audiences who wanted to see her succeed. She wasn't trying to be 20 again. She wasn't chasing trends. She looked grounded, calm, comfortable. And people noticed. Lindsay's personal life changed everything. She got married. She became a mother. And suddenly, the chaos was gone. The woman who once lived under a microscope was now choosing privacy. And that choice, that peace, is her real comeback. People love a redemption story. But Lindsay's comeback isn't about proving anyone wrong. It's about reclaiming a life that was taken too early. She reminds us that talent doesn't disappear. Mistakes don't define you forever. Healing isn't linear. Survival is success. Today, Lindsay Lohan is no longer the girl the media destroyed. She's the woman who outlived the cruelty. She didn't burn out. She endured. And that matters. Lindsay Lohan's story isn't neat. It's messy, painful, human, but it's also hopeful. She was a child star, a cultural icon, a public cautionary tale, and now a woman at peace. Not every comeback needs fireworks. Sometimes, the real victory is simply being okay.